Here it is. Biggest moment of a legendary career. Phil defeats Father Time.
6 times, Phil Mickelson finished second at the U.S. Open. 29 years of disappointment. Then at 50, he did the unthinkable, winning the PGA Championship and becoming the oldest major champion in history. But just 18 months later, Mickelson disappeared from the game, only to return as golf's most hated figure. What happened? How did the game's beloved hero become its biggest villain?
I've said and done a lot of things that I regret, and I'm sorry for that and for the hurt that it's caused a lot of people.
Phil Mickelson won the 2021 PGA Championship at Kiowa Island on May 23, 2021. He shot a final round 73 to finish at 6 under par, defeating Brooks Koepka and Louis Oosthuizen by 2 strokes. At 50 years, 11 months, and 7 days old, Mickelson shattered Julius Boros's record as the oldest major championship winner by 3 years. The victory came after Mickelson had gone winless on the PGA Tour for 2 years. He had dropped to 115th in the world rankings. His last major championship win came at the 2013 Open Championship at Muir Field. 8 years separated his 4th and 5th major titles. Bookmakers listed him at 200-1 odds before the tournament began. Mickelson led by 1 stroke entering Sunday's final round. He birdied the 5th hole to extend his lead to 2 shots. On the 13th hole, Koepka cut the deficit to 1 stroke with a birdie. Mickelson responded with a birdie on 16 to regain his 2-shot cushion. Walking up the 18th fairway, thousands of fans stormed the course and surrounded him before he could reach the green. The chaotic scene required security to form a protective barrier around Mickelson. He needed 4 minutes to reach his ball on the final hole. "I was scared," Mickelson said after signing his scorecard. "I don't think I've ever had that experience, but it was special." He two-putted for bogey to secure the victory and his 6th major championship. The win generated massive media coverage and renewed interest in Mickelson's career. ESPN aired a 1-hour special about the historic triumph. Sponsors increased their investment in Mickelson-related marketing. The PGA Tour promoted his achievement across all platforms. At 50, Mickelson had defied age and expectations. Less than 9 months later, everything collapsed. On February 17, 2022, author Alan Shipnuck published excerpts from his upcoming biography of Mickelson on the Fire Pit Collective website. The excerpts contained explosive quotes Mickelson gave during a November 2021 interview about the proposed Saudi-backed LIV Golf League.
And I believe that LIV Golf is going to do a lot of good for the game as well. At this time, this is an opportunity that gives me a chance to have the most balance in my life going forward, and I think this is going to do a lot of good for the game.
"They're scary motherfuckers to get involved with," Mickelson said of the Saudi Arabian government. "We know they killed Khashoggi and have a horrible record on human rights. They execute people over there for being gay. Knowing all of this, why would I even consider it? Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reshape how the PGA Tour operates." Mickelson acknowledged the moral problems with Saudi financing, but argued the potential benefits outweighed ethical concerns. "We've had issues with the tour for a long time. They've been able to get by with manipulative, coercive, strong-arm tactics because we, the players, had no recourse," he said. As nice a guy as Jay Monahan comes across as, unless you have leverage, he won't do what's right. And the Saudi money has finally given us that leverage. The comments sparked immediate backlash. Mickelson's longtime caddy Jim Bones Mackay declined to defend his former employer. "I was pretty shocked when I read it," Mackay told Golf Channel fellow PGA Tour players criticized Mickelson's characterization of the tour and his willingness to work with Saudi Arabia despite its human rights record. Mickelson issued an apology on February 22nd. "Although it doesn't look this way now given my recent comments, my actions throughout this process have always been with the best interests of golf, my peers, sponsors, and fans," he wrote on Twitter. "I have always known that criticism would come with exploring anything new. I still chose to put myself at the forefront of this to inspire change, taking the hits publicly to do the work behind the scenes." The apology failed to contain the damage. KPMG terminated its sponsorship agreement with Mickelson after 16 years. Callaway Golf suspended its relationship with him. Workday ended its partnership. Amstel Light dropped him as well. Within 1 week, Mickelson lost an estimated $30 million in annual endorsement income. Mickelson announced on February 22nd that he would take time away from golf. "I have felt pressure and stress slowly affecting me at a deeper level," he wrote. "I know I have not been my best and desperately need some time away to prioritize the ones I love most and work on being the man I want to be." He did not specify how long his break would last. His absence became the dominant story in professional golf. The PGA Tour faced questions about Mickelson at every tournament. Players split between those who criticized his comments and those who defended his right to explore alternatives. Commissioner Jay Monahan refused to discuss Mickelson directly, but emphasized the tour's values and commitment to its players. On June 6, 2022, Mickelson officially joined LIV Golf. The announcement came 105 days after his apology and decision to step away. Reports indicated his contract exceeded $200 million guaranteed over multiple years. LIV Golf, funded by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, offered massive signing bonuses to attract top players away from the PGA Tour. Mickelson released a statement through LIV Golf attempting to explain his decision. "I am ready to come back to play the game I love, but after 32 years, this new path is a fresh start, one that is exciting for me at this stage of my career," he said. The statement made no reference to his previous comments about Saudi Arabia's government or human rights record. His first LIV Golf event came at the LIV Golf Invitational London at Centurion Club on June 9, 2022. Mickelson arrived wearing all black and declined to speak with most media members. He shot 75, 60, 9, 70 to finish tied for 33rd in the 48-player field. Fans booed him during his opening round. He appeared uncomfortable and avoided eye contact with spectators. Phil Mickelson was suspended by the PGA Tour on June 9, 2022, after competing in a LIV Golf event. The suspension barred him from tour events, but did not affect his lifetime membership or Ryder Cup eligibility. Under tour rules, members cannot play in conflicting events without permission. 2 months later, on August 3, 2022, Mickelson and 10 other LIV players filed a federal antitrust lawsuit accusing the PGA Tour of violating antitrust laws by suspending them and threatening sponsors. The group sought an injunction allowing them to play on both tours and damages for lost earnings. Mickelson withdrew from the lawsuit on August 22nd without explanation. Shortly after the death of his mother, legal experts suggested he wanted to avoid discovery that could expose private financial details. Amid the controversy, Mickelson skipped the 2022 U.S. Open, ending a streak of 29 consecutive appearances. He said playing would not be respectful given the circumstances. During 2022, he played in 13 LIV Golf events, earning $8 million without a win. His best result came at LIV Bangkok, T8, finishing 40th overall in the season standings. In March 2023, Mickelson confirmed his return to the Masters as a 3-time champion with a lifetime exemption. He apologized publicly for his earlier comments about Saudi Arabia, saying, "I take full responsibility." At Augusta, he shot 79 to 73 and missed the cut, extending his slump in majors. Throughout 2023, his form declined further. He failed to make a single major cut, ranking last in tee to green statistics among LIV regulars and dropping to 42nd in the standings. His driving distance fell from 300 yards in 2021 to 285 yards. Meanwhile, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, launched a formal investigation into the PGA Tour's handling of LIV golf players, examining whether the tour's suspensions and sponsor threats violated antitrust laws. Phil Mickelson, one of LIV's highest-profile defectors, was called to provide confidential testimony during late 2023. While the contents of his statements were never made public, insiders suggested his cooperation was significant in shaping the probe's direction. Then, in June 2023, the golf world was stunned when the PGA Tour abruptly announced a framework agreement with LIV's Saudi backers, the Public Investment Fund. The same officials who had condemned LIV's funding now praised it as a strategic partnership. Players learned of the deal through social media. Mickelson, once vilified for his defection, posted a cryptic but triumphant tweet, "Awesome day today." 8 months later, on February 25, 2024, Mickelson captured his first LIV Golf victory at Mayakoba, shooting rounds of 70, 61, and 64 to finish 21 under par and earn $4 million. His 61 tied the lowest round in LIV history and ended a 1,007-day win drought. Despite the win, Mickelson remains banned from the PGA Tour and ineligible for the Ryder Cup. Though he amassed over $200 million with LIV, his once golden image as golf's people's champion remains permanently tarnished.